It all goes back to a sense of belonging. We believe at Lakehead Public Schools that everyone belongs here, and this will make it a better place for all.
The Student Census project is basically a way for the board to be able to identify our students and their families and get a good understanding of their values and what's important to them.
Essentially, it's just a survey that goes out to students and their parents or guardians.
At Lakehead Public Schools, we're committed to the success of all our kids, and we'd like to learn a little bit more about where our students are coming from so that we can enhance the supports that we have for our students. And with that information, we'll be able to customize what we're doing in our schools.
Some of the students, they were tickled pink that somebody asked their opinion. And that's very important, self-concept about who you are, where you come from.
It's really important to me that all of our different identities are represented in general, but also the ways that they intersect. You're not just one thing. I am not just Indigenous, but I am Indigenous, and I'm so proud of that. But it's important to know how that interacts with the other aspects of my identity.
It's different nowadays because we have so many students from all over the world. And I do believe that we have to plan and take that into consideration in the delivery of curriculum, programs, and where we're going to go.
With this information, we'll get to know our kids, and from there we'll be able to look at things in a holistic way.
Well, the more data that we can accumulate, the better opportunity we will have to identify and address systemic barriers. We're most interested in hearing from groups that perhaps have not had their voices heard in the past, and this is an excellent opportunity for all groups to present their views on what we're dealing with in schools and society in a larger context.
As a student, I think it is incredible that our board emphasizes who we are as people and really takes the time to understand what our values are and any areas in which we might struggle, because our voice is just as important as the voice of the board, for example, or our parents or our community.
The needs of my children may not be the same as other families. It's important we recognize and acknowledge that. I understand that sharing this information can be worrisome. People will be concerned about confidentiality and who it gets shared with.
Definitely, it might be a little bit nerve-wracking to put that kind of private info out there, but it is completely confidential.
Not only am I principal with Lakehead Public Schools, I'm also a parent of 2 children in our system, and I would absolutely encourage them to complete the online survey.
We really want our families to be comfortable with this survey, but as always, contact your child's school. The more parents are involved, the more successful kids are.
As a parent, I'll be sharing my child's data. Her story matters. Her identity matters. I hope you will too.